Okay, it seems we're live. I hope you hear me and see me well. Hi, everybody. Hi, everyone. A bit early because initially it was planned to be done yesterday, but I had a little party. I mean, something out for once. Hey, Chich, how you doing? Yo, hi. So early ones. My pal Teddy from Belgium, very cool. Yeah, the Craigellachie 23. I will open it very soon, one of those days. I'm not gonna open it now because it will take a bit of time. I don't want to end after, let's say, 8 p.m. And we have a couple of things already to try, but I definitely will try the 13 Craigellachie. I have to, alongside with the 23 you gave me the sample of, and of course, if I can put my hands on it, the 17. So I want to do those three in a row. Besides, I'm a bit late because guess what? As this is from 2013 and this is my place, my damn place, the cork broke immediately. So I had to take care of it. That's why I do not uncork. Oh, really? Come on in. Come on in then. Anthony, will be a great pleasure. You have the X, fantastic. Go ahead, that will be great. I will wait anyway. We'll have a little introduction. So, hey Ken, I know it's a bit early for you, and yes, I forgot to say. You said it's Remembrance Day for veterans in Australia, but it's in many places of the world and in France as well. Because we're celebrating, in fact, the armistice, which is the peace treaty in 1918. So all our soldiers that fall to liberate us. But there's also, I hope sound is okay. Let me put the sound off. I'm just checking for timing what's going on with the stream. So yeah, I hope Kenny was okay, and yeah, we didn't celebrate something special. I didn't personally. There's official celebrations, but as I was out yesterday, I was a bit tired, so I woke up a bit late this morning, and I had a lot of things to do. And tonight there's in Roy's channel Aquaveti. Thanks, Ken. There is a hey, Anthony's there as well. Fantastic, all the crew. Good day. And yeah, what I want to say, yeah, fantastic guest tonight at Roy's Aquavite in almost 11 o'clock here. It will be Chris Trevino, that many people seem not to know. Chris Trevino from Liquorhound, which for me is one of the top 5 if I have to give, or top 3. Hey, go Habs. Best YouTube channels about whiskey and other spirits. For me, he's really connoisseur, certified specialist of several spirits. And this is someone you can really talk about how the spirit is made, how the spirit is aged, how the spirit comes across the market, how this or that product can be positioned in the market from all kinds of perspectives, and really have a huge respect for him. So I will be in the chat, of course. I dropped his name in another live about this about the Oswalds, etc. There were things I'm not going to explain now I was not happy about. For instance, not to see his name on it. So I dropped a name on the chat, and maybe that's one of the reasons why. We'll see him tonight, I don't know. Anyway, I'm happy to see all you guys at Chich, Antonio, Erik, Ken, Anthony, Go Habs. Very cool to have you people. Hope you have some of you live to try along as it seems possible. Antonio, if it's possible, it will be fantastic. We never managed to do it. And yeah, if there are questions, I'm going to speak about my releases, but it's not the main purpose of this live show. I poured earlier on 4 drams. I poured the Glenmorangie X, and I'm going to have issues with the reflections because it's very glossy label. Hey, David. Thank you. Hey, Charlotte. Merci beaucoup. Yeah, if there are questions and people who are French or French-speaking, I will also try to answer to them. Je vais essayer de répondre et d'interagir avec vous. So, this is international here, so... Voilà, merci beaucoup pour ton soutien, Charlotte, et ton gentil message. Donc voilà, en fait, dans un direct avec des thèmes, on va déguster des choses. Il y a des invités qui arrivent comme ils peuvent au fur et à mesure. Parfois, il n'y en a pas. Et dans la mesure du possible aussi, je vais répondre aux questions. Yeah, it's Anthony now, and it was GD. Sorry, I don't remember the first name. So hi again. I was confused with those 2 names. I'm sorry. Donc oui, Charlotte, n'hésite pas à poser des questions. Je répondrai dans la mesure du possible. Et après aussi, éventuellement, en commentaire, s'il y a des choses qui sont plus longues à répondre. Donc je vais présenter d'abord les whiskies. So I'm going to present a bit quickly the whiskies. The time Erik drops in to try this one with me because he has the bottle as well. This is my first bottle of this. I have to tell you, there was, how do we call it, promotional operation. Oh, so you're at work. Oh my God. Okay, cool. Anyway, we'll see. Well, David, I'm presenting actually now what's going on, so you will see that. First to try will be Glenmorangie X, which is the nickname of this is made for mixing. It's 40% ABV. We don't know if it's colored. It's probably is, and it's probably is chill filtered too. This was presented as a product for mixing. It's a single malt, for those who don't know, pour Charlotte peut-être, c'est un single malt des Highlands du Nord, donc l'Écosse. Je vais montrer aussi sur la carte tout à l'heure. This, there was foire au whisky, a kind of whiskey small fair trade bargain, etc. in my local supermarket. And there were a few references with discount, and this one was 22.5 under 50 instead of 25 euros, which was ridiculous. And also, I bought it when I saw the review from one of the most prestigious reviewers of the world, which is a blogger. Once again, yes, bloggers did start before YouTubers, just to let you know. So please take it into account. And he gave it an 82 out of 100, and he praised it a lot as something very, quite good for something claimed to be for mixing. And I tried it, and once I tried it, I say, okay, I want another bottle. So I managed to get me a second one today before, and also because I really wanted this batch. So this could be for mixing. I haven't tried it, but this is very good, neat in my opinion, at least at the start. We'll see how it evolves. I'm going to compare it with the Glenmorangie 10 original, see if it handles it or beats it. Yeah, maybe. And I forgot to put those two. Then I'm going to move on to this magnificent gift box I had with earlier on with Craigellachie 13 official, 46% ABV, Si je vais trop vite, Charlotte, n'hésite pas à poser des questions, me faire répéter en français. There's a batch number. The problem is when you go on whiskey base, the batch number is, for me, is not very serious because you can find the same batch number, of course, according to the collectors and owners that fill up the whiskey base. You have to know whiskey base is not a scientific 100% reliable website. It's a passionate, it's a collectors and customers huge database, very interesting, very in some ways reliable, sometimes a bit misleading, or people can mistake on informations on they give about the whiskies because they do guesses, but they don't tell you there are guesses. It's a little problem I have with whiskey base. Also, sometimes people post whiskies that are from different range than from the reality. And when I have the bottle or I have tried it and I know, I took a picture of the label, for instance, I know that the info is not good. But let's say the majority of the infos are good, are reliable, and Hyvik, and merci Charlotte. And what I don't like is when the batch number is the same from, let's say, 4 or 5 years in a row. Comme ici. For instance, here we have number 04 6037. And it's the same for several years in a row. So what's the point with having a batch number if it's not going to move until 5 years, maybe? So I don't know. I just tried it once. It needed to be opened up, so I didn't review or anything. This was something I managed to get in, this will be the last drum of the show. I managed to get, not 10 years ago, but 2013. It's Elixir Distillers bottle. So at this time they were called the Speciality drinks. It's the Single Malts of Scotland range. It's a UK exclusive, and it was made for the 10th anniversary of the Whisky Exchange. So all natural color. I don't think it's chill filtered, but it doesn't say it clearly. It's 46.9 ABV. And while I was preparing it, I wanted, because I knew it's in the shelf for a long time, and my place in the attic is, I'm not going to rant over, but is quite sensitive. Temperatures are not stable. And even if I do this for the bottles, a tip when they are closed, when they're open, you have to do this every 6 months or so. When you have something like me in the attic and a bit hot. So the cork broke immediately. Here's what is left. So I had to replace it with something else, and also to work on filtering it. So these are, and of course there's a big jug with the graduations when I put the content, when it's not a full bottle, into a smaller sample. But these are my best friends to filter and to rinse the bottle. And this is aggressive, but it helps to put the bits out when they're stuck into the neck, for instance, or to cut the cork in two to help it get out, because you have to. Yeah, that color, I just had a tiny sip, and so I will tell you more about this. Let's see what's going on there before I start. Let's go back a little bit. Yeah, so I showed you basically what's there. It is for mixing, but it is a very good, I can tell you, neat. Yes, I will also do some live shows in French, but unfortunately the less people interested so far. Okay, no problem. Thanks. Yeah, that color, which is natural, is fantastic. Of course, as always, my friend, don't forget that the wider is the bottle, and it's a dumpy bottle, the darker the color will be. For instance, I have beautiful red hues here. I don't know if you can see them. While it is darker, except on the bottom of the bottle. I will let me find a way maybe. So you see, it's still very dark, but it's less dark in the glass. But still, yeah, of course, it's sherry. So, and it's old school sherry from. Didn't do the calculation. 2010. Oh, Erik is in. Let me. Yeah. Hey, my friend Erik, how you doing?
Greg, happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you so much. I wanted to go into your chat yesterday, was it? Or on Thursday, but I was way too tired. Last time I stayed until 3 o'clock with Telex. I was completely the day after. So I said,
yeah, that's got to be real late for you.
Yeah, 3.5 it was when I went to bed. So
yeah, definitely. Well, nice to see you again, Greg. Long time no see.
Yeah. And yes, the cork broke immediately just before the show. That's why I don't do uncorking with these kind of things. So
yeah, no, I get it. That looks beautiful.
It is, and I smelled it. And the best thing when you filter a corked bottle, then you get the we have Ken, fantastic. I like that. Yeah, that's me.
Hello, Ken.
Ken, super. Thank you, and happy birthday to you as well, because it's tell us when it is.
Yeah.
Tell us when next week. Sorry,
no, it was 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
That's so funny.
3 days ago, technically now. Yeah.
Mine was 4 days ago, 5 days ago.
Oh, yeah, it was 4 days ago.
Yeah,
it's our months anyway. And I know there's other YouTubers which have also their birthday not far.
It's a gathering of the Scorpios.
Yeah,
it is. Oh yeah.
So what you have in your glass, Ken, and then
I
Erik?
just finished. I just said a bunch of stuff because I just finished my Remembrance Day, AKA stream. Yeah.
I saw it, but okay.
Yep.
Hey,
and
Fredrik.
then I saw on Instagram that Mr. Malt Muser Erik Dad got himself one of these, and I'm curious to know if he has opened it yet.
Is that the Temporis?
And 21 Temporis, yeah.
Oh, I haven't opened it yet. I'm very excited to.
I tried it.
Love this bottle.
I tried it, but I haven't. Yeah,
the Septon Decim too, the 17. In fact, it was funny. I was in a shop just the other day, and they had a whole bunch of them just sitting there. I'm like, that's not one you can find super easily anymore. So I made sure I grabbed another.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, it's totally discontinued and gone. And Mike contacted me at a bottle shop that I know, and he said he can get me one. I'm like, because he originally sent me the picture of the normal 21. I said, no, I don't want that. If it was a Temporis, I'd have that. And he goes, oh, this one? And I went, oh, yeah, you can give me.
So Ken said to the bottle, ooh, hello. Is that right?
Ooh, hello.
Oh, it's good it come across in my channel too. Fantastic.
yeah, it pops through the mic so everyone gets to hear it.
Oh, Chicagoland, yeah. I would love to have someday Antonio. He's such a cool guy, such a relaxed reviewer with a very special mood of his own, right? And really appreciate what he does. Very cool guy. About the Benriach 21, have you tried the Authenticus, guys?
That one
because you will love it. It's peated and it's fantastic.
I was talking to Dustin earlier because he just got the Benriach 12 Smoky, the 46%, and he said that was quite good, and I've got a bottle of that coming. So
I have the 10. I haven't opened it yet. I want to compare it to the Smoky 10 Rachel Barry time to the Curiositas. I want to do a head-to-head with them, so I don't know.
Well, Rachel Berry is on that,
Oh, that would be awesome. Let me put you the link again. Voila, voila.
Nice.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
Not a fan of
Some of my most favorite current YouTubers all in my chat for my birthday. Nice.
Happy to be here, man.
It's your birthday. Well, it's
Yeah,
our
yesterday.
birthday. It's not.
Yeah, it's our birthday. Our birthday.
Yeah.
So, Ken, do you have this or not yet? You could try
Not
along
yet.
with us. Not yet.
Not
Okay.
yet. I've got a bunch of other Glenmos, but I don't have
One tip: go get it quick. I can tell you already. Go.
I'll go get one.
It's fantastic. Let me know if you can join. Also, Toby, I think Toby, it was yesterday from Whiskey Shared, or is it today? I don't remember, because last year we did a double birthday live, like I called it. And guess what it did yesterday, I think? For his birthday, Toby went to Cotswold and he bottled his own PX single cask 60% 0.5 ABV bottle. So that could be great.
Nice.
I don't know. We'll hear about it, that's for sure. But yeah, I will wait until I hope it will make it. Let me check. Fredrik comes to start. It should
Excellent.
be there. Any news, Erik? Meanwhile, something to say before, as I'm checking.
Yeah, actually, and I wanted to ask Ken. Ken, have you seen the Tamdu cigar malt around your area at all yet?
Not yet. I mean, I wouldn't see it on the shelf. I'd have to look in the online stores. But
Yeah.
somebody else was talking about that earlier.
Okay.
But that was a good one to grab.
Yeah, that's one I'm going to have to open
eye
soon
out
for
for
you. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're a little bit pricey. I was like, it's just all first fill sherry, but it's like, double the price of the batch strength stuff that they put out. So I'm maybe a little curious if it really can deliver on being, $100 worth another $100. But I'm going to try and crack that one open.
Yeah.
soon.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it'll be interesting
We
to
have
see
four
what you think.
now. Yeah. Hey.
Fredrik!
Fantastic.
You are doing well.
What a
What a
team.
nice first day. Oh my
What's
God.
up?
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was your birthday, Greg. Seriously, I'm so bad.
It was yesterday.
And
It was
Eric's
yesterday,
and
even
mine.
worse. Even worse.
Yeah.
I mean,
All three of
like we
us.
say here, in Sweden, get efterskott. So yeah, hope you're doing
Oh.
good.
And Antonio says you can get it after work. $29. I don't know how much it is in French currency, but could be the same. But I have it in my glass now, guys.
All right.
And Erik has it as well. Have you
Almost
already? Yeah. Oh my God, it's almost finished, or what?
I have more.
So you might
Yeah,
do
I
the
grabbed-
same conclusion as me, right?
Yeah, I grabbed a few
All right,
because
I'll go pick one up tomorrow.
yeah, I grabbed a couple of them mostly because my first question I was thinking was like, why would I buy this when the 10 is
That's
like
what my reaction was.
$40 US? But they had these for like $28, $27 here, so I was like, all right, I'll pick one up. And I did use it for a mixer. One of my favorite Scotch cocktails is the Godfather, which is basically, like 2 ounces of Scotch and then, like a 1/4 ounce of a like amaretto, any type of almond
okay.
liqueur. Great cocktail. And
I haven't tried this yet.
Yeah, it stood
Good.
up really well in it. So I was like, yeah, what the hell? I'll grab a couple more. It's cheap and it ain't bad meat either. So I'll be curious to hear what Greg's thoughts are.
Okay.
Okay, I suggest for those who have it, what do you have in your glass, Fredrik?
This is a secret. I just did a review on this one.
Okay. But we're gonna nose ours, and maybe you're gonna give your impressions of your whiskey after, if you don't mind.
Okay. Yeah.
And also we got to hear Ken about his. Well, 25 euros. Yes, thanks, Antonio. It's 25 euros, and because of the discount, I had it for 22.5, which is almost Valentine's 12, even a bit less, or Johnny Walker Black. So,
It's a good price for a single malt, for sure.
oh, very good one.
Yeah.
On the
I'm
nose.
really going to be interested to hear what you think about that Temporis, man, because I'm
Oh, I love this stuff.
Yeah.
I love this stuff.
excellent.
Big
Oh,
fan of
they've
it.
been
Well, of course, this is no age statement, but I wasn't shocked by the palate as a young palate that some could think it is. My guess is it's probably a first try opinion. This will be the second. I'm sorry, guys. Probably not. No, not younger than 6 or 7. Most probably, my guess is 6 to 8 or 9, and maybe some 10 or 12, but not much, because
Makes
the price.
Yeah,
Hey,
I mean, it
hi.
definitely has some of that youthful freshness, but there's also some depth to it, which makes me kind of. I think
Yeah.
you're right. I think there's probably something a little bit older in here. That's this doesn't come off as just a really fresh, bright, edgy whiskey.
But for me, it's really. Sorry, Ken, go
You reckon
ahead.
they've stuck a bit of the 10 in there?
Maybe, and I'm gonna have it on the side, so I will tell you.
Okay.
On the nose, for me, it's quite floral, fragrant. I wouldn't say perfumey, but very not shy. Absolutely not 40% ABV, but more. And it is coming across as a very proud Glenmorangie style single malt. It doesn't come like a cheap. That's why I didn't want to buy it at first with the X and nothing and this. There's this thing, for those who don't know it, I'm not working for them. There's this little leaflet, there's no box, and you have recipes of cocktails in it.
Ooh.
So basically you have Glenmorangie with peach, which is iced tea flavored with peach, that you can put on 5 cl of Glenmorangie and 7.5 with peach. There's another recipe as a Glenmorangie tonic.
Yeah.
They show here. And the last one is the sangria with lemon and ananas juice and lemonade.
I have not tried any of these yet. Yeah,
I will do.
Best release.
And I will do your Godfather as well, because I have some amaretto and I haven't tried it.
Oh yeah, it's
Nice.
a great drink. Great drink, especially put it on ice if you want.
Great, now I can tell you. Now I'm drinking this
Oh,
one instead. The last one I
okay.
couldn't tell you because here's the review on it.
Oh, the Whistler.
Yeah.
I heard about it on Well, and isn't it a Madeira cask?
No,
or
this is
something?
a bourbon and sherry cask.
Oh,
So it's
And
7-year-old
is-
cask range.
and it's
Yeah.
sourced from which distillery? You don't know.
Oh, probably Cooley or something like that, I guess.
Yeah, it's Irish, so
Yeah.
not much choice, but
But it's good. I can tell you.
can
that.
be
I can
great.
tell.
Okay.
It's really good.
I haven't seen it here, unfortunately, but maybe.
And you can't buy it here in Sweden as well. So I have to buy it in Denmark.
Ah,
That's how it is. So
Curious
So,
if
cheers.
you're getting any like kind of like marzipan almond notes in this Glenmorangie X. I get it pretty strongly.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely like an amaretto. I mean, which is probably in part why it goes so well with the amaretto. But there is an almond paste kind of marzipan note that I get on this, and it could be because mine's oxidized more. But
For me, I would not say that exactly, but something derived from bergamot, the
Yeah.
Earl Grey / bergamot, typical Glenmorangie note. I often have, or almost always. Thanks, whiskey lovers. And immediately after, I have a blast of fresh fruit.
yeah.
So it's curious how it kind of dialogues. I don't have it on the table with the Orchard House, right, Erik?
Yeah.
Curiously.
The fresh
There's
apple
some kind of
Yep.
dialogue with the peach, the apricot, and all the fruit that comes. Hey, I'm there too. And orange, there's some huge orange note, and all this for me on the nose on the bed of vanilla.
Yeah, definitely.
No excess, but very well balanced, very well made. I really love the nose, and I'll let you go ahead a bit more, and then we'll hear our
you
pals.
basically covered it. You basically got what I was about to say. I mean, a lot of vanilla, the peach, apple, the fresh, like orchard.
It's lovely.
Apple. Yeah, it's
Lovely.
really nice. Slange.
It's faultless. Slange.
Oh,
Slange,
cheers.
guys. Honestly, the best 40% recent whiskey I had. It doesn't come across
I'm
flat.
surprised. 'Cause, you know, I immediately dismissed it. I was like,
It doesn't come across flat. It has a certain length. It's not super long, but there's some slightly warming spices at the back end. But all in all, it's a basket fruit and flowers on top, and this delicious vanilla on the background. It's really lovely. I really love it.
Yeah, a bit of a like little cinnamon spice on the end, like ground cinnamon. I really think I think that's where it separates itself from the 10, and which is why I also think it's probably good as a mixer. Because I was worried about that 40% ABV. I was like I don't really make cocktails with a 40% ABV, but it's got this little bit of a cinnamon bite at the end, and it's not an alcohol bite. It's not just like youthful spirit. It's actually like a nice cinnamon, and it really carries through, and I think it's what gives this a little bit more heft in a cocktail.
I agree. Some slight warming spice, not aggressive at all.
Not at all.
And I agree absolutely on what you said. It's a great cocktail vehicle for a cocktail. Also, there's some signature, slightly herbal, grassy on the background, which is typical from Glenmorangie and Balblair. They have that in common. Those kind of grass and spice.
here in Australia,
I'm very surprised. Oh, well, you know what? Before diluting it slightly, I'm gonna move to the 10. Of course, my 10 is open for a while. It's not the same level, so might not be the same impact of freshness. If I see the colors, I suspect they're not natural. It's a bit darker on the X side. Ooh, the 10 comes across for me. Maybe it's because my bottle is less than a half. Comes across way more herbal and a bit spicy and less floral and less fruity.
Interesting.
How about you, Erik?
I don't have the 10, unfortunately.
Sorry.
But I can follow along with you as you compare it, because that's really interesting or with the X, because it's interesting. I mean, I think I'm pretty familiar with the 10.
Then the batch variation, of course. I have the old 10 if I want to try, but I said it will be too long, and not many people have the old 10 before 2007, so they will complain.
I remember when I was over at your place a couple weeks now ago.
The Balblair.
When I came over to do that tasting, I saw your old Glenmorangie 10 too, which was cool.
So yeah, the nose, I have to say, is less appealing than the X, curiously. Maybe the a bit younger and modern profile. Yeah, I forgot to say something important. I'm sorry. X bourbon, but for the new X, it's a mix of X bourbon as well. Where did I put my trusted sheet? Yes, it is here. I'm sorry. New charred oak. Doesn't say how much, but there's new charred oak and ex-American oak, ex-bourbon. So there's the two involved. Oh, you have the 10, my friend Ken, and a kind of a giraffe Christmas box.
I had to get the draft in, yeah. I tried to find the Quinta Rubin and the La Santa one as well because they were cool. I just want them because they're cool, and it's a cool project.
Well, I have two glasses, tumbler glasses with the box there, with the 10. Okay, let's go on the palette of the 10. I don't know if you want to try it along a can, if you feel like, before you get to the Benriach.
The X.
Yeah, David is right. Everything is relative, but David is right. And in fact, I heard that a French perfumer went to the distillery to do some tasting and testing, and it did found 24 different flavors, aromas, sorry, as he's a perfumer, on the nose of the Glenmorangie 10.
Wow.
You have to know that in the wine tasting, you can go up to 200 aromas. It's a possibility. That doesn't mean every wine has the 200. I'm not sure even any wine has the 200. But they can come across 50, 60 aromas. So then it's people who are trained all their lives. So it's like Richard Pattison, and it's not everybody. Like I said myself, I did wait maybe till 10 years before I managed to get 10 or 15 or more aromas from a whiskey, and not any whiskey. My own record is 39 different aromas for the Yoichi 25 that you tried at my place. Erik is frozen, unfortunately. At least for me.
Oh, no, I'm here.
Okay, it's just for me, it comes across as frozen. Hey, Welsh Toro, good to see you. Okay, let's go on the palette with the original 10, which is a bit pricier than the X, but still affordable, around 30 euros here.
Yeah, it's $70 Australian here, and the X is the same.
It's nice.
There's a check private. Oh, you got it. Never mind.
There's a floral side to it for me, but the herbal side and a bit spicy side comes across more flat and shows the ABV more than the X. The vibrancy of the X for me is probably helped by the new char oak, and maybe also the combination of more first fill bourbon in the mix, in my opinion. And if I try back the X, the X wins, but is shorter in length. It's strange. I will experiment the mix of the two later on with a majority of X and minority of 10. See what's going on. And maybe also with the 18. I have the 18.
So an interesting thing that I want to just mention while you're reporting that. So the Glenmorangie 10 here in the United States is 43%.
Oh,
40%.
That makes a difference.
Yeah,
Mine is 40.
Yeah, 40.
In the UK, it's 40. I'm assuming it's probably 40 everywhere else. But there's a bunch of whiskeys like that. Like 10 is 43%. Their Highland Park.
Yeah, I know.
Lucky you, US
Yeah, it's
people.
weird. I'm not sure why that is. But the X is still 40%. Is what I wanted to just mention. Is that the X is 40 here, but the 10 is 43.
Well, does everyone has good sound from Erik? Because I have a lesser good sound currently and a bit blurry image. It might be my connection. I don't know.
No, Eric's connection's dropping out a bit.
Okay.
1 sec.
I hope it will be okay.
How are we now?
I have now put a few drops in my two Glenmorangies. See what's going on. A bit of water. Meanwhile, maybe Fredrik and then Ken can tell us what they have, what they get from the glasses.
Ooh. Thank you. Oh no, I can guess I can get started. Yes.
Yeah.
No,
go
this
ahead.
is quite, this is quite young. It's quite spirit driven, I guess, in a little bit, but still, it's very nice. I mean, the sherry and the bourbon has done some really wonderful things in this one. I
Uh,
would say.
is it classified as single but still, Fred,
Let's see
or
here.
blended or single
So
malt?
there's a lot of interesting information here. Let's see here. It says Irish whiskey crafted by Bowen Distillery, CO Meath, Ireland. Natural cask single malt. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here, but I don't see anything about if it's pot still or not. Maybe there is some information about it. But it has a very typical, I guess. I don't know why I get something like a candy we have here in Sweden, some soft candy, like soft chewing candy, I guess, with berry taste.
Would you compare it to Redbreast or Powers John Lane or?
I never had a Parisian Lane, but it has some
Hey,
reminiscence, I guess, with the 12-year-old Red Breast, I would like to say.
thanks, Emil. Good to see you.
Oh,
there.
Emil is here. Nice.
Again, if you want to jump.
Yeah, Emil.
Yeah, there he is. I will just warn you, he doesn't have any hair on his head anymore, though.
I saw
man.
Yeah.
the excerpt of your.
I was so sad when I saw him. I was like, what have you done? You have betrayed me. But I'm glad for his sake. That's all that matters.
ranting. Yeah, often it seems.
Why does the Americans get there, or in the States get higher?
I have no idea.
I mean, the both sides I do understand due to the metric system. I can understand.
Because everything's bigger than American.
Actually,
true.
I was disappointed when I ate a Big Mac there when I was there. I was like, seriously, this is just as big as my own country, and I don't think that's big. Calling it big is an under.
Well, anyway, when you go in the United States, and I'm speaking on behalf of Erik, and when I went to Canada, McDonald's was considered as the worst burger channel of shops. So here, some people praise it like if it was. But I went to Harvey's in Canada, and I was amazed by Harvey's 20 years ago. So, what is McDonald's compared to indestructible burger? That's the most frightening thing I've seen. You put they did a test. They put
6 months and it's still fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well.
Okay, let's go back after a few minutes, or maybe Ken, if you want to jump into your Benriach or the original you have now.
Well, I just finished the original, but yeah, on the, I'm trying to remember what I had on the palate, but on the nose is like a nice floral sweetness with a bit of anise. Yeah, I can't remember what I had on the. I already had a few drams. I was streaming for 5 hours, so I've had a few drams. My palate is a little bit overcooked.
It happens.
And there's also the famous batch variations.
Yes, but the 21 Temporis is good no matter how many drams you've had. I mean, this is a delicious. I was really disappointed with the Curiosities. I was kind of excited about it.
Oh, it's very good.
Yeah, No, I don't think it's good at all. I've been really disappointed with that one. I keep going back to it, trying to think that it's going to open up a little bit, but no, it's just.
I have a very good batch.
It's boring as batshit. The smoke is so distant and faint. It's like a fire that's gone out a week ago, 3 kilometers down the road, and it's
my god! It's not. Mine is not like that. See, so many variations.
I have that one. I have had the new Smoky 10, which I actually thought was pretty good.
Oh, cool. I'm relieved because I have a bottle and haven't opened it yet. Thanks, Erik.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm interested to try the new Smoky 12. So.
Really interesting. I mean, it has a real tropical nature to it. Coconut, pineapple. I was just surprised for a 10-year-old, to get those types of dominant notes on it. But yeah, I liked it. I mean, it's not the Septendecim or the, any of those, but I would love
the Solstice. I just tried one, the Septendecim. Anyway, I don't remember the taste. It was too far ago. But I have the Solstice second edition, 17 years old. I'm in love with it. It's
That's
so
port
good.
finish, yeah?
The port,
It's
yeah,
port
I got
finish.
that myself,
Yeah, I've
Heavily
been trying to
fitted.
find that. I want that.
It's fantastic, Ken.
Yeah.
I
Fantastic.
want it. Yep.
I got a sample of the 30-year-old Authenticus series.
Oh, that is nice too. I have tasted it in
That
a
was,
show.
you know, it's a 600 euro bottle here in Sweden.
Yeah.
But I was like, I got a sample. I was like, that was, you know, that was good. You know,
Yeah.
could have been cheaper, I guess, but still, that was, you know, I was like 1 0 less, I guess, but still, it was.
Well, I'm glad you
remarkably
had it
good.
because it's a very nice dram.
Yeah, but I mean, I was like, wow, that was really good. I was like, I had nothing bad to say about, or anything to say about it, except it was just wow.
Okay, I go on the palate with a few drops of water now. The X first, and then the original. Again, it's faultless. It's faultless for me. It's a bit more melted. A few drops don't destroy the whiskey at all. For me, it's always important anyway to do to see the flows of a whiskey, to dilute it a bit. And once again, for those who doubt and never put water in the whiskey, everybody's free, but you have to know the blenders, they use that to detect the flows of a cask. And I can tell you personally because I did it, and I have to discard 5 casks because of that. And I did struggle a lot with a special note to eliminate it from the final flavor profile, and it was really, really difficult because it wasn't coming across at cask strength. I had to dilute it a lot to understand this was coming across, and if people dilute it a bit too much, or if they put some fresh water on ice or anyway, and the whiskey gets absolutely awful, it's not a good job of a blender to do that. So you have to be very careful. No, for me, it's very nice even with water. So I will try those recipe cocktails. Maybe get back to you guys in Instagram. Now I'm Instagram, so or in Twitter, anywhere, and give short feedback. Now,
Good.
score-wise, I will get back to it, but I will shock people because
Uh-oh.
Is it a plot twist?
no about the scoring.
I had to pour it by Maria because I'm joining you, Ken. I just poured some of that Septon Decim.
Oh, is it also port and peat?
It's not port. This is just, I believe,
Sherry?
bourbon and sherry. Let me take a look. It's peated for sure. Very, very smoky. Fuck. I actually, you know, it's one thing I wish that these people would just tell you. So many distillers could just add a little bit of what they mature their stuff in.
Would be nice.
Yeah, it sure would. I believe this is ex-bourbon, ex-sherry. Let me just double check. But it might just be all ex-bourbon. If not, it's mostly all ex-bourbon. Yeah, all ex-bourbon.
Okay.
Yes, and I can tell you, I was going to lower it, and every time I was going in my different categories, which is nose, 3 stages of the palate. So the attack, the middle, the finish. Then there's balance, there's complexity and refinement, finesse in French. Then there's generosity, intensity in the same. Then there's a development with air or water. And then there's a subjective note that I cannot withdraw now. It's too late. And I can tell you, Antonio is right. This is my rating for now. It might be a shock for 22 or 25 euros whiskey, but yeah.
So if we predict right, what do we get?
Well, Antonio, I'm going to try to send him something. Now, problem is I haven't sent anything yet to the US, so I'm going to try this year with a few people and see what's going on, if they get it. I think Anthony, you're in Texas or in Las Vegas, maybe. I don't remember. So many different places you guys are.
Yeah, what do we have? Three continents on here right now. That's pretty impressive.
No, that's awesome. So we have, for those who
Yeah.
coming now, we have Sweden for Fredrik and friends here. Then we have Chicago, that's good, Illinois for Erik. And we have Ken, Australia. And again, a precision. Where in Australia we can find you, Ken?
On the West Coast.
Okay. So this is something I'm not much familiar, but I never went there. I could have at some point. Oh, Illinois. Okay. Also, you're not so far from Erik.
No, Whiskey Quests and Silverlock are both in the Chicago area. So
and did you
And
met
Donald-
already?
Donald in
not yet.
Canada.
We'll have to figure that out one of these days. Email me at malt.muser@gmail.
Ah, you have to. Fantastic. Let's go back now to the original with a few drops. Again,
It is in Deutschland.
Mm.
Guten Morgen, guten Abend.
who's there?
Ooh,
Oh,
guten Tag.
oh, David in Germany, and Emil is joining with the Armory Classic sample I sent him. Oh, nice. Cheers.
Mm.
Merci beaucoup. I hope you like it. And it's a one that's not in the market now because the current version is unpitted and fully organic now. So the one that Erik tried wasn't organic and was a bit pitted. 12 ppm.
Yeah, that was really, really good. Yep, that's right. Whiskey Quest. Silverlock is in. He's out in he's outside the city, but he's out somewhere in the suburbs. I don't remember exactly where he said.
I have a slight bitterness now from the grassy, spicy side, but it's not. Oh, afternoon coffee breakdown.
Another
Hi,
Tim
thank
Horton
you.
time.
Canada now. He's here.
And he just had a Tim Horton time. And he got a free one too, so he's happy.
Okay. I'm going to move on soon into something with a bit more punch, maybe. This. I don't know if you guys have it home.
Oh, hell
I think Ken has it.
Which one?
Fred, maybe.
Oh, it's a Craigellachie. I don't have it, but Emil do have it. Actually, I gave it to him when he
cool.
on his birthday.
Got
I have a box with those unbreakable supposed glass with the branded.
Punch it.
Yes, master.
And this is in French. Distillation traditionnelle depuis 1891. Traditional distillation since 1891. It comes across like this. I love this. It's Stranger and Stranger Agency. Stranger and Stranger Agency that works with John as well, John Glaser. And look at this noise inside.
Nice.
Forest view and then what's there? Also this. Oops. I love. I thought it was cute. Non-chill filtered, but it doesn't say natural color.
I've actually not had anything outside of the. I had a taste of the 17, which I really liked, but I've not had that 23, which I've heard good things about.
Yeah, the problem is the 17. I was told by Teddy KGB, who's in the chat, who earlier on told me, let's open now my sample. I send you, Greg, of the 23, which great expectation. The bottles are too expensive for me. When I say that, this is wrong because if I don't buy for a year anything else, I could buy me a Craigellachie 23, but
David, you need to open it. Why is it closed? That is just not good.
Schaumburg, I don't know.
Hamburg, yeah.
Okay, they're speaking to. Okay, well, someday maybe I will go there and visit you guys. Who knows? Every one of you I would like, but okay, I'm getting now to this, which when I tried it at first, oh yeah, what I forgot to say, maybe to do some maybe boring for you guys, but for people who don't know, tonight the distillery of those three in capacity wise is the Glenmorangie one with 6.5 millions of liters of pure alcohol per year. It's 1843 born distillery. Oh yeah, and I forgot. Northern Highlands is there. There is Glenmorangie. It's a bit small. And Balbler is just before it, close to it. And then we're going to move to Speyside, where those two, the Craigellachie and the Glenallachie, are located. And one is there and the other is there. So many distilleries that it's too difficult to...
Yeah. G'day, Jeff.
Well, I need to get going, unfortunately, Greg. I have some stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it was nice being here. Nice.
Oh, yeah, super
Erik
cool to have you.
as well.
See you very much.
Happy birthday, my friend. Got first slug.
Merci beaucoup, Fredrik.
So, yeah, take care, everybody.
Thank
I
you
will
so
be
much.
in the chat. I just have some stuff I need to do. So
Oh,
I will be in
cool.
the chat
Thanks.
later on. Yeah.
Take care.
So, take care, everybody.
Take care.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Cheers,
Fred.
Fredrik. Let's go.
Hi, Jeff, and thanks for your wishes as well. Merci. And also congrats. I heard about some events, some new in the family, so congrats to you.
Oh, nice.
So for those coming in now, we have this on taste with a fancy Stranger and Stranger design agency from London work. As for all the other from the Bacardi sub D-Wars group of distilleries, which is Royal Brackla, Aberfeldy, so Craigellachie. What did I miss? I missed some. The Devron, which is Macduff Distillery. Maybe I missed one. Aberfeldy, Craigellachie,
Aberfeldy, yep. Royal
Brackla. What did I miss? The Macduff, and there's one missing.
Hmm.
I'm ashamed now.
Yeah, I don't remember which one that one is either.
There's one. Altmore. There you go. Altmore.
Oh, yeah. I like Altmore.
I do too. The 12 I liked quite a bit. Vanilla.
I have the 18. The 18 is awesome. I reviewed it on my channel.
Yeah, we did a side by side of the 12 and the 18. And now I've got a Firkin independent Altmore finished in port.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's a combination I didn't have yet. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. I have an Oak Rusk finished in port, which is awesome, from Jan MacLeod Chieftains. Oh, apparently Emil likes my Armoric. That's fine. I'm happy about that. Hey, Dustin is there as well.
So, Dustin.
And Jeff says he likes the Craigellachie 13. Oh, chip shop. Was a chip shop?
Working the chip shop with that oily goodness. Yep, I totally get that.
I don't know. Was it a chip shop? I have to look.
Chip shop. Fish and chips.
Ah, okay. Oh, I wouldn't think of that. So what we got on the nose? I let you start first. Maybe Ken this time.
With my smash palette, but there we go.
Oh yeah,
I'm
sorry.
Craigellachie 13.
But yes, I definitely, you can pick up like a fish chop oil batter. Yep.
Yeah, I got that kind of sulfury, almost smoke. That's right. That's the warm tops, maybe.
Yeah. I get more on the palate than I do on the nose with the wind condensers. But
so for the Craigellachie,
with a little bit of sweetness, almost like a citrus. So it's almost like a plate of, you open your fish and chips and you can smell the batter, and you've got the oil, and then you got the little piece of
I see
citrus wedge. Yep.
It's almost a wood smoke that could get a bit fishy, right, and sulfury.
Yeah,
but for me, it's still a bit closed. Maybe because I'm on the neck bore, or almost.
Just I'm right past the shoulder.
don't know if it will evolve a lot. It's a bit closed for now.
Is that a fresh bottle, Craig?
Yeah, Erik.
Yeah.
That's why I'm a bit divided for now.
Yeah.
Even on the palate, but we'll see if it has changed from the first time. So cheers, Langeva, santé in French. Prost and Kampai. Kampai.
Prost. Skål.
And whatever. Yeah, sure, it's thicker, fatter, and oilier than the Glenmorangie, but it's 6% more ABV, but it's not made the same way. It's not a in-depth review. I will review it. I will give you guys a lot of infos and stuff in a proper long review on my channel. It's just my first impressions, so it's quite dense. There's some malted barley, but there's something tight. It's not tannic, but it's tight spices wise for me.
I remember there being a little bit of there's a little bit of a bitter note to that, like a bitter sour kind of, which I always thought was really interesting. Like it reminded me. Yeah,
it has his personality a bit like Clynelish.
I like different
from Clynelish.
It's definitely,
it's very similar. I always compare these very similar in the same kind of family, like Craigellachie, Craigellachie. They're very similar.
Yeah, there's also some similarities now in the herbal and spicy mustardy style. I mean, this is kind of whiskeys that
like an apple sour.
They show them
candy sour.
Totally can, yeah.
It's for me, it's typically like Clynelish and also Springbank in another way. There's structural whiskeys for blends. This, when you put this in a blend, you structure it. You give it's like a carpenter's structure to build your house. It's not what I mean. It's not a little player. It shows his muscles.
Oh, yeah, Andrew, it's got kind of like an old time feel to it.
Yeah.
It like kind of from but it's not overly sweet, right? Like it.
Yeah. No, but it's better than the first try, so I'm happy about that.
Which I really enjoyed about that one. I'm trying to think, like to some extent, Anok is a little bit like that. There was one other one in Speyside, and I can't remember the damn name of it now.
Glencadam.
Yeah, Glencadam. Right, exactly. Glencadam. Yeah. It just has that.
That was my first dram tonight. Glencadam 15.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get me started on the Glencadam. You know why? I had ordered for my birthday 2 whiskeys from the same company of selling on sales general things, and they never delivered it. And I just learned a few hours ago why. It's because the first bottle they tried to send me was broke during the transportation, so they had to send me another one. And it was Glencadam 10. I wanted to have it for this live show, but I don't have it. So I will have to wait a bit more. Fortunately, the more expensive French whiskey was there and it wasn't damaged, but it happens.
Yeah.
I hope I will get it.
Yeah, seriously.
Because I have been given, I won in a little friendly contest in a live show of the whiskey trials. If he's somewhere, Neil, a sample of and here's a 10 cl sample of the Glencadam 25. So I'm very curious to try it. I haven't tried it yet.
I really enjoy if you've had the Glencadam 13 Reawakening.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a review soon.
That's awesome. I really like.
Have you had the 17, the port? I've got to get that.
I have not the port. No,
I haven't tried
that one yet, but I'd love to get my hands on it. I've had the 21, which
I've got to get that Glencadam 17 port and the Ben Rick 17 port. I have to have them.
There we go. Yeah, we should do that.
Anything port, I must have.
Yeah, I'm like you, Ken. I'm not all, but most of the time I like it. And I don't want to again be sadistic, but one of my favorite was the Old Sullivan's Cove 2007. I awarded cast almost cast strength, 60% ABV. Yeah,
I got
thanks.
this Overmore port. This is 58.6.
Yeah, it seems you liked it. I saw
Yeah.
you try it
Yeah, I
on
like
one of your live show. This is the right time to say thank you, Fredrik. Not only please people hit the thumbs up and the notification bell on my channel, but please head over to these guys because they're awesome. To see this channel, subscribe, click the notification bell. If you can also go on Patreon or do the super chats. I don't know the system of super chats you have, guys. Super chats. Unfortunately, me, I cannot go with PayPal. I always struggle. I tried for Kent's birthday, but it was blocked. So I said, again.
Yeah, which is weird.
So
someone else all over the world can use it. It's weird. Yeah.
I receive constantly notification warnings and threats, and most 90% of them, I have to say, they are spams. They are scammers. It's wrong. So when I write to them, they don't answer. So I said I give up with PayPal. We have a fan of here, Whiskey Lovers like the 25, so I might enjoy my sample. I know it's batch 2. That's all I know. And to everybody coming in now, I see 16 people watching. This is cool. Thanks for watching, and really appreciate your passing by. Whiskey Quest as well. Anyway, for all those who have a channel, hi Donner Pass, I missed your arrival.
Hey, Donner Pass.
Good to see you, and probably see you later on with awesome guy, which is Chris Trevino, which really I recommend you guys to check out his channel, which is for me one of the 3, let's say top 5 best whiskey YouTube channel, and other spirits as well. And this guy doesn't claim every 5 minutes he's certified. He's just is, and when you listen to him, you know it is. He is. He knows what's all about. Thanks for the feedback, Dustin. I appreciate.
Hey, Dustin.
And Dustin also, you can sub to his channel. He has a lot of high-end stuff, I have to say. So you might enjoy this. We're gonna have later on.
Yeah, I want some of that.
Mr. Cork broke immediately.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I don't know. It's probably
when you were talking about the heat in your cellar and the roof, and I'm like, hold my beer. I'm coming in real hot.
Yeah.
Well, let's wish me success with this a little self-advertising.
Yeah, definitely.
And you had the batch strength, which is, I shouldn't say that better than this, but this is still interesting.
I tasted that. Yeah, when I was didn't we tasted that when I was at your place a few weeks ago in Paris, right?
Yeah, and the first I did a mistake. I make you try. I didn't have the bottle right yet.
No, you didn't have the bottle.
I had an end of sample which was too much oxidized, so it was not very pleasant. So I'm sorry.
Right.
That's why I poured you something for which I have only one bottle, and
that's
the
right.
batch strength at 56%.
That was a fun time. If I'm in France again, we'll definitely do this again.
Yeah. And bring me some stuff I cannot find here, please. At least a few samples, because I'm frustrated with this Glenmorangie or Malaga that I cannot find here.
Yeah, that's one we got to figure out how to get you. That's a really, really good one.
Everybody saying, this. Everybody says good things. Let me remove us.
Punch it.
Yes, master.
Yeah, this one's pretty good. I don't mind it. I keep drinking it. It was, I think Australia was the first ones to actually get it. One of the whiskey clubs here, they actually bought it out. And they pretty much bought up the whole allocation. And then it went internationally after that. So we were pretty lucky to get this nice and early. Punch it.
Yes, master.
Reserve release that they're doing. They just did release the second one of that line. It's 13 cognac, ex-cognac finish.
Oh, I heard of this.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's going to be able to hold up against the Malaga cast. That one was just magic, but definitely gonna look for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liquor Hound, yeah. If you go to check out Liquor Hound's channel, first off, you might faint by the amount of spirits he has in his shelves behind him.
Mm.
I think it's 2,500 at the last year's count. We'll probably learn tonight in Aquavite's chat that is probably more. But these guys, which I like, he analyzes whiskeys and other spirits. He's certified in tequila and other spirits. And this guy is also doing best spirits of the year. And it's really very interesting thing to watch each year. He puts in his table around maybe 50 spirits. And he says, if you cannot find this, you can have this or this. Best in category, and is super reliable. Oh, Vic grabbed one. Lucky you.
Whiskey Quest, that's me. That's my bot.
We have a request. We have a request.
Whiskey camera.
Affirmative.
Master.
She talks back to me.
Who is that?
It reminds you of something.
It's a bot. I've got a text to speech bot. So, and it's voice activated, so I can tell her to do things. So I can say, whiskey camera. Whiskey camera.
Affirmative.
Nice.
Whiskey camera.
I like all the tricks you have. Ken is a really nerd in
God camera.
special
Yes,
effects.
master.
God camera.
Yes, master.
The only thing he has to be careful is the level of sound when he gets super chats, because I see it jump on his chair each time.
Yeah, so when someone gives me,
Explosions.
well, they're not super chats, but they're donations to the channel, I've got an explosion. So I've got my subwoofer surround sound that goes off that scares the shit out of me in the middle of the night. So
Funny.
that's always entertaining.
All right, gentlemen, I have to sign off and
Okay.
doing some other stuff.
Yeah, I have to
Thanks
too.
for-
It's
Thanks for having me join, Greg and Ken. Great to hang out.
Well,
again.
thanks a lot,
Happy
guys.
birthday,
Yes,
Greg.
Eric.
Happy birthday, Ken. All three of us.
Thanks.
Yep,
Happy birthday, any of us.
I need to go as well. It's 2:45 in the morning. I need to get some sleep.
Oh my God, yeah.
So,
Thanks
Yeah,
anyway,
so
Ken. I
it's
really
off.
appreciate you managed to come for this live show, and thank you very much. And
Yep.
enjoy, and
I was
see
glad I
you
was
in
able to
another.
come on.
And see you in one of
Yes.
your chats very soon, as often. Cheers, my friend.
Yeah, or one of yours as well. Cheers, mate. Lunch.
Thanks a lot. Thanks. So I'm on my own now. But never mind, I'm gonna have
There's Tito.
oh, you're still there?
Yeah, sorry, I just saw Tito. I was trying to find my end camera.
Oh,
Cheers.
okay. Cheers. That was really cool. Oh, I have messages from private chat. Okay, oh, this is nothing related with me. Yeah, so this has been opening up a while we were talking, and now I get let me check. I get some honey, which is not heather honey or acacia honey. It's kind of mixed up, dark and sweet and light honey. Let's say some kind of a toute fleur, and as we say in French, kind of mixed different kinds of honeys. There's some almost syrupy side of it, and some slight nuttiness, which despite the only infos I have here is refill American oak, but there's almost some sherry nuttiness in it. So it's very interesting spirit. It changes a lot and really distinguish itself from other distilleries from the Speyside. So that's why I'm happy to have this. Yeah. And I'd like also to interesting info, but I'm afraid I spent quite some money recently. I shouldn't have said that, but on to treat myself, as I didn't have recently, except this other things. And there's some French whiskies for which I have a lot of expectation. I will crack on soon. Hi, Akshay, good to see you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm trying. We're having, I had 3 guests, which was very cool. Fredrik, Whisky, Drum Divided, now known by Dan by the Dram on several social media. I had also Erik from MUSER, Whisky Reviews, and I had Ken from Scotch Down Under, fantastic crew. Ah, Craigellachie, oui, ça c'est un beau whisky. Et je suis pas censé faire de pub, mais si tu vas au comptoir irlandais, ils ont encore ce super coffret. D'habitude, je suis pas fan des tumblers, mais et il faut vraiment en mettre 4 à 6 centilitres, mais avec modération, prendre tout le temps. Mais ça vaut le coup. Bon, moi, je préfère ça pour déguster au sens de analyser, parce que c'est toujours bien d'avoir une concentration, ouverture puis concentration pour pas perdre des arômes. Mais ça a donné de belles choses. Je te recommande par exemple la vidéo, Charlotte, sur Is there a best whiskey glass? Alors, elle est en anglais, mais où j'ai analysé 13 verres différents avec le même whisky dedans pour voir qu'est-ce que ça donne. Voilà. So, about glasses for people in English, I did a video last year with 13 different glasses. One was a joke, but it was a shot just to explain that you cannot get any nose from a shot. Yep. Voilà, enfin, il y a plein de choses. Merci beaucoup pour ton enthousiasme. En tout cas, Charlotte, ça fait plaisir. Il faudra qu'on discute plus tranquillement sur ton parcours, etc. Et maintenant, alors, je n'ai pas d'invité, mais c'est pas grave. No guest left, but I think it's time. I was saving this for later on, but as it's my birthday, and also the more I wait to open, and this is a high-end whiskey, even if it didn't cost me much, it cost me 100, 500, 150 euros 8 years ago, which was not cheap. But for a 35 years old whiskey at, let me just, bon, je vais le mettre en lumière, en valeur un petit peu. Let me highlight it a bit as it's my last whiskey of the evening. Sorry, before I go to lunch, to have dinner, sorry. This, et j'ai pas intérêt à le renverser. This, I'm on this thing now. Maybe I can add a layer to it so you can see it more. Wait a minute. Et donc ça, je l'ai déjà goûté, bien sûr, chez un ami. Et c'est comme ça que j'ai eu envie. So this was bought at the Whiskey Exchange the year after I had my birthday there for my 50 years. Merci beaucoup. Merci. Yeah, the 23, I will try it soon, as Teddy KJB in the chat offered me kindly a sample. Yeah, we swapped, in fact, some sample. And there you have it. Well, I hope so. And I hope some of you will try it at some point if you visit me. And so this is, of course, old style sherry cask. 90-80. Probably distilled in 1975, if I'm not mistaken. So it is really an old school sherry style whiskey. I don't know Paxeret anything, but I don't care because I know it's good. And I'm going to jump into the nose and give you my impressions. And whatever you do, Slangeva, santé et plein de bonnes choses pour ces fêtes. C'est un peu en avance, mais I'm really in advance for the Christmas time, but I wish you the best to celebrate that. Oof. So right off the bat, it's some oak is an understatement, but it is tamed, but it is. I like the fact that this what I call noble oak, which is the sandalwood, slight cedarwood, slight eucalyptus. I'm not sure. Yeah, I can put this off when it's not easy to try with headphones. I know it comes across. The legs, they're sticking quite a lot. And yeah, something I forgot to tell you, you never believe me, but you can try. This is, even if it's chill filtered, the legs are super sticky and they stay a long time. So I don't believe it's 5 or 6 years old. It's older. And it's fat. So that means probably they didn't chill filter it or filter it at very higher temperature than usual. So my guess is +4 degrees. I might be wrong, because you cannot have such sticky legs and beds in the glass if it's chill filtered. So this is very, very impressive. But back to this. Yeah, actually, I saw the bottle. Cheers, David. And unfortunately, I'm not a fan of virgin oak usually, and I had some not super cool feedback. I know some are enthusiastic, but I preferred not to jump on this. And actually, I went back to get me a Glenmorangie X, and instead of a whiskey, I got me a rum that was intriguing. And as I had a big bargain, it's a bit remote now, but I jumped on the Plantation, which is with a terrific ABV of 69, the OFTD, which intrigues me a lot. But yeah, if you guys say it's awesome, of course it's personal taste, and maybe I will give it a go another time. It's not expensive now. I know where to find it, around 30 euros. I had it only once in a show and it didn't impress me. Same for the 12, but I was told by Roy that it was not the same label, so I don't know. Good questions, whiskey lovers. They do, but as it is a really big quality oak, it's a bit dusty, but doesn't come across as dusty young Tamdu, for instance, which was a bit disappointing. I have dark chocolate, maybe 80%. So slight bitterness that you can feel even on the nose. Cheers, Emil. Good to have seen you here. For those familiar with Van Houten chocolate. Oh my God. I have also some, for the French audience, Carambar. So some dark fudge, if you like. Yeah, the X, absolutely. I would recommend that for any newbie to jump to grab. If they don't want to have a blended whiskey experience, jump and take a Glenmorangie X anyway, anytime. Well, this kind of whiskeys, and also as I have to filter it, it has been moved. The spirit has been had a movement. It didn't stay still in its bottle, so it's like a kind of airing process, artificial and a bit brutal. But I try to do it not too brutally, but you shake it a bit, so it's a kind of accelerating the airing of the bottle. We're on neck pour, but this has been changing different times. It's important, is those things are a bit irrational for people, but so it's not the opening of, it's not the same experience now already. But I had it elsewhere before. So this deserves times in the glass. So dark chocolate, precious wood, sandalwood, not very exuberant. Some trickle, maybe as well, some licorice, molasses. It's dense. It's not intense really, but it's thick. It has some substance. Okay, let's get the Trevan Ardbeg. Yeah, I've tried the first release only. That was nice. Not cheap, but decent price. But then after, of course, this secondary market and retailers' price that can jump ridiculously. Ooh, I believe you, but they're so expensive. I did try the 40 and 30 when they did relaunch the brand with Graham Yunson at that time and Stuart Nickerson, before Graham went to Tomatin. And I mean, the old casks are insane. That's for sure. So I'm glad you had this experience. Oh. So for those who are allergic to high rate of oakiness, forget this one. But for those who enjoy old style, old school sherry and old school oaky whiskies, like some 45, 49 years old Glenfarclas, I wonder even if this is not better. Okay, Slanjeva. And thanks for watching. Sorry for the dog bark. Well, for this kind of whiskies, the attack is good, quite oaky. The middle palate starts to climb gently and bring the dark chocolate, lots of chocolate. Then some, all what I said, licorices, molasses, a lot of things are dark things, dark fruits, dark raisins, dark figs, some dates as well, I forgot. Oh, Menno, you made it for the La Vedette. No, my friend, because this was the starter. And this I recommend. And also Erik, who was there in the chat before, along with Ken from Scotch Down Under and Fredrik. What a pleasure to have all these guys. This is 40%. This comes across at 43 or more, and this made for mixing maybe, but Serge Valentin and me are telling you, and also Erik, I know now, this is worth every penny and even more. I had this for 22.5 instead of 25, and it's worth 40 euros for me. It's a stunner. Now, to answer your questions, well, never mind, Dustin, let it for us. Whiskey Lover Society, 46.9 ABV, and it's natural color. Not sure it's non-chill filtered though. And it's an Elixir, now it's called Elixir Distillers. At that time, the company was named the Speciality Drinks Limited, subsidiary of the Whisky Exchange Company, managed by Sukinder Singh and his brother, and now owned by Pernod Ricard. Could be interesting for us French if it helps get the good stuff, which is not sure. And this was battled for the range called the Single Malt of Scotland, which is one of the most interesting range of this company, in my opinion. And I have a 13 years old Lecheg, which proves it because it's better than the Port Ellen I have, which is 20 years older. But rôti de magret de canard, ok, c'est bien, c'est bien, c'est bien. Oui, c'est vrai que tu es en France, il faut qu'on s'organise. Yes, it's really good, and I did a tasting. Maybe you can watch the replay. I did tasting with this, and I preferred the X. Okay, the level didn't help, but eh ben, on verra. Peut-être qu'on peut s'organiser aussi. Voilà, on se connaît pas, mais voilà. What do you say, Dustin? I missed your comment. It would pum the flame out. Not sure I understand. I'm not sure. C'est pas grave. Yeah, so like I said, Akshay and Menno coming in now. I'm glad I mentioned, I don't want to make any fuss, but I'm glad I mentioned Chris Trevino from one of top 5 of top 3 YouTubers website, in my opinion. That's never mentioned nowhere almost, and it's a shame. And I'm glad he's going to be invited at Roy Aquavite channel chat tonight. I'm going to watch it. I was shocked he wasn't, and I'll say it just a minute and I forgot. I was shocked it wasn't selected. There's others shocking, but in the Oswald's jury, it's a shame, honestly. But it's their choice. Also, the choice was a bit weird, and the categories, mixing the grain and bourbons, etc. I don't want to jump into a big rant, but I was not super happy with that. I'm happy it had some success. I'm happy that Springbank Company was glad to showcase the award. So that's great. Then I have to move on, but I'm glad Chris will be there. I'm really admirative of his approach of whiskey. So he's not only a collector, but one of the best whiskey review and spirits reviewer. And I will really recommend you guys to see tonight's broadcast. From Roy, enough said. Okay, no, it doesn't burn like 50, but had whiskeys at 60% that doesn't burn at all, and some at 40 that did. It's a long story. Ooh, the more it breathes, the more it's, my God. So for those who missed it, maybe men who missed the tasting notes, dark chocolate, maybe 80%, cocoa fat, figs, raisins, ripe fruit, very dark fruits, dates as well. No really red fruit in the horizon. Of course, it's old style sherry, probably distilled in 1975. No, absolutely not, because it was a 26 years old Yoichi. Maybe it can help. Or okay, let's not jump back, but we'll speak about it later on. But now this, which is 46.9 ABV. If you like brownies, that's the name the adjective I wanted to. If you like liquid brownies, as dark as you can find them, dark in terms of the degree of cocoa fat in chocolate, over 75 or 80. If you like everything dark fruits, right, this is for you. Now, I have no idea, or I watched one time in Whiskey Base. It's not the most flippers or sought after bottling, but it's still a Glenallachie 35, and I'm sure it's over the price of the current. It's under the price of the current Glenallachie 25, which I watched. Yeah, maybe I know it's. But I don't know. It's the way it was put across that I didn't like, and the way also the claim for this not use the samples, etc. While they were the integrity thing, which some of the channels were not applying themselves, so which were not complying to Ralphie's demands. I do not. If I follow his rules, I do not apply or comply. So okay, I gave my explanation in a long video to explain why I do accept sometimes samples and how I tell the companies, etc. I'm not going to jump on it again, but so I feel comfortable now, and also like I could explain, and no, it's gonna be, you put me into trouble now. How can I say that? Whiskey review started with blogs. In the samples were called press packs. This, I mean, it's the way it goes. And like I said, the most famous ones, the reviewers, the most respected, they do that. And when I read them, I have no doubt they give their own opinion and not biased. So what's the point if you know the guy is serious to search for pseudo integrity things when there are not, and even when there's no money or stuff involved? If I get a Springbank, will I not be, or Yorkshire or Port Ellen, will I not be biased simply because it's one of my favorite distillery? So the bias question, like I said, is everywhere. Anyway, I don't want to jump into this. I like a lot, for those who wonder, I enjoy a lot Roy Aquavite live show, except for the Oswards, where I was a bit put off and I didn't want to jump on it. I didn't watch any live show, but all the others I watch almost each one since several years. I'm always in the chat, so I don't think people can complain. I'm now saying bad words about him and any things. Bref, anyway, let's forget that. I didn't want to jump into that. I didn't want to do a video. I could, but to explain why I was not part of it, and I didn't want to vote either. But it's gone now. It's done, and we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure I want to be part of it. I have to think a bit more about that. Yeah, sure. Shouldn't have answered maybe on that point, or start the thing. Forgive me, Menno. Oh, we all have our own character, right? Because I'm also fond of blended whiskeys. So if you put and I respect bourbon. So what's the shocking category was the grain category, in which you mix bourbons and rye and single grains. And okay, forget it. Everybody's free. Everybody's free doing what they want. I want to stay free. And okay, now the question: do you put a few drops on this or not? My policy with the dilution, you know it already, is to try as much as possible to put a few drops on it and see how it reacts. Once again, like I said earlier on, and I use that for this, it's to find the flows in the whiskeys you blend. And it's really difficult exercise, and I'm not super 100% convinced I managed it, but oh, the new I will have to do something about that at some point, to review the one I have, the 12, which is probably now the only official I have. Okay, I will try, like some famous guy in the chat, and again go see and sub to his channel, Antonio Whiskey Quest. I will try it and then add a few drops because you never know unless you try it. But yeah, for sherry and old style of whiskey, very, very cautious. So you can see it in the camera, just 2 drops. Because it can destroy your whiskey clearly. There are some whiskies, for instance, very low ABV. My Bunnahabhain, 1968, 41 years old sherry casks. I do not add a drop to it because it's 41.2 ABV and it's very old. And Glenfarclas, 1960, 49 years old. I don't have the bottle, but I had a sample. Same problem. It's too oaky already to add any water in it. It will get more bitterness. Antonio, this is for you. Slanjeva. Maybe there's a slight loss of flavors. I'm not sure. Aaron 10 and Dinston. Different finish. I don't know if it's about me or Top Shelf, Dustin. James, I forgot to say hi to James. Ah, yeah, that ça me fait plaisir because I love Yoichi. It's my second favorite distillery. Yes, in a way. Most probably the old style before 2007, the 18. I compared the 12 to the 18. So not the Norwich statement. Because it's a bit darker, it's a bit older as well. Yes, I love it. I have a bottle in advance, my friend. I wonder if I haven't reviewed it already. Check it out. It needs a bit time, but when it's opens up, it's really great. Now there might be also some batch variations. For instance, the Penderyn Portwood, the bottle I have is a 41% ABV, early days, old packaging of Penderyn. And I had to say, it comes across a bit weirdo with this grenadine, winey a bit style of port. For me, the 2 main different style of port finishes or aging styles in whiskey. One will go in the way, I said it in a video about port finishes, one will go in a way which I like, which is the more dense, the more compressed, it's not the word, but thick, fruity influence, orchard fruit, candied fruit, tinned fruit, yellow fruit, etc., and bold. And there's another trend which will be very light body whiskey, red fruits full head and very tiny, thin mouthful, and going to some artificial bubblegummy or grenadine it's a French drink, comes across more. So the early Penderyn Portwood were like that. Then they jumped on the ABV and probably changed the recipe and moved to 46%. And I tried some and I found them more mature and more well made. So I don't know if the sherry would follow that path. Let me just. Unfortunately, Vic, I haven't. Just checking out before finishing the show. The Penderyn I have is from, it's in the European section. European section, please. Oh, 2011 batch from 2011, so it's very old. But the sherried one is almost the same year, and it's awesome. So if you're living Menno, see you later on. I'm gonna stop it also very soon to be able to have a dinner and then move to see Roy, and maybe if I have the time before Phil and Deepa. Okay, finishing this. The length with all these old style whiskies, it's the aftertaste, la rétro-olfaction en français pour Charlotte et s'il y a quelqu'un d'autre de francophone. Le plus beau avec ces vieux whiskies, Port Hélène, c'est pour ça aussi que j'aime, par-dessus tout, souvent, c'est que c'est la finale et la rétro-olfaction. So you swallow the whiskey, you think it's over. And yeah, cheers. Antonio, was great to have you. Thank you very much. When it lasts and lasts forever, you think it's over, you swallow the whiskey. That's why you're obliged, if you want to assess properly a whiskey and even a wine, you have to swallow it. Otherwise, it's nonsense. It's not serious. So you swallow it, and then comes back from the inside, from the your nostrils, goes back into the je sais plus, même en français. And then it comes across right into the inside of the palate, and also comes out of the nose, nostrils. I know it feels weird, but and the best whiskeys, it's like that. You think it's finished, you had a pleasant or very nice mouth feel and palate, and also before the nosing. You think it's finished, and then have waves and waves of flavors and aromas that comes and washes you for I still have it in the mouth 10 minutes. So it's wonderful. It's absolutely delightful. It's for those who wonder, it's as beautiful, but a bit on the quieter side and more melted, maybe slightly dusty, but perfectly tolerable. It's not as waxy as the old Macallans, as some of the Glenfarclas classes. It's not as juicy, fruity as the Glenfarclas classes from the family cask range. It's something else. It's something even different. But what I like, it's not aggressive as some the Glenallachie contemporary I had so far, which doesn't tend to let me want to try more for now. Maybe I didn't have the best experience once or twice in a show, so but it's another world. This will be my conclusion. I will take the time to finish my glass, and thank you again for watching and for celebrating belated birthday that was yesterday. And cheers to all Scorpios, by the way, YouTubers or not, and to everyone having his birthday soon. Sagittarius after me. Yeah, well done, Julie. And yeah, hope you will have a nice evening. I will probably see you in Roy's chat for big Chris Trevino's interview. Yeah, Donna Bass, absolutely. Thanks, Whiskey Lover Society. I would love to have your first name because I always struggle to repeat. Oui, bien sûr. Et c'est la magie des grands spiritueux. Aussi Armagnac, Cognac, les grands rhums. Voilà, on en reparlera, mais voilà. Oh, well, if you have a 29 and if it's good, you shouldn't be disappointed, my friend. Voilà. Thank you very much. Oh, Gerhard. Gerhard, I bet I have to pronounce it like that. You tell me. Thank you very much, and happy year ahead. Yeah, and I hope I will have success with these. And I hope we'll do more of this. But there's some things on the pipeline already, and which I'm pretty confident it will strike even more. But it depends on the success of the first release for me to be hired for more. That's the way it goes. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I love you all. Thanks for liking if you can, and for clicking the notification bell if you want to see other stuff from me. You know where to find me on social media. Everything is on the description. Et merci beaucoup Charlotte et bienvenue pour ton premier direct. Il y en aura d'autres. Il y a beaucoup de choses aussi déjà avec des interviews sur les whiskies français. Je vais faire d'autres choses sur les whiskies français d'ailleurs, parce que voilà. Thanks a lot to Fredrik again, to Ken, Scotch Down Under again, and Erik, Malt Musers. Go check out. And yeah, c'est un peu ça en fait. That's a bit the thing. It will be, you have to wait a few weeks and you will have a sample anyway. So, and other things. Voilà. Thank you and take care. Stay safe and have a nice end of week and weekend to be coming. À bientôt. See you soon. Bye bye.